Part of our training today is to be consistent and doing the things over and over again until we master one setup. So in the morning, we're gonna have to look at the market and see if there's any opportunities that we can take advantage of when the market opens at 9:30. So market pulled back and now looks like it's continuing to um, pull back as well on pre-market. China stock still holding strong. This is a killer bar here. Is it signs of reversals? Um, on Friday, it made a huge move. Also gapped up during pre-market, and then it continued on yesterday with a strong bounce. And at after 11:30, when the market went down. Today's, I guess, Fed day, so it's going to be choppy. Be careful if you trade. A lot of volatility and undetermined moves. Let's go look at our studies. So solar stock sold off, biotech companies sold off, uh, food trade is trying to recover, but still in the huge downtrend. Moderna going sideways. There was a potential move here, entry here yesterday. Hit the 20-day moving average and bounced right back, but still holding strong, making higher lows here. So far, no continuations of stocks moving upwards during the last 2 or 3 days. This is a small cap stock, auto parts, PS, CPS. Data consolidating. It's holding strong, but it's probably going to consolidate for a week or two before it makes another move. We'll watch it. GDS selling off a little bit from the bounce. We'll watch for a second move here. Ehang, Chinese company, Chinese drone company, made huge move, pulled back, and then retested itself before it breaks out again. Let's check the market. It wasn't any good breakout yesterday. Market wasn't supporting the actual setups. Volume wise was on the small cap territory, and sell off continues for some of the um, biotech companies. Sort of anticipation. ACL, ACLS Made a huge move, consolidated, bounced the last 2 or 3 days. We'll put in our breakout. Crocs moving slowly but grinding and also moving up as well. It's a small, slow moving stock. Papa expecting to pull back, make another leg before it continues to move up. As China has opened its economy and travel to the other countries now, and so it's easing up its zero COVID restriction, and we can see that from the results from the stock. Doku holding very strong. Every time it hits bottom, it tends to pull back up, defining the market as well. Four, very choppy stock. Even though there's a setup somewhere around here, it's too choppy. PD, PD, Chinese stocks move sometimes in gaps, right? It's really hard to find a good entry. So your risk is much higher if there's volatility and choppiness. If you're going to trade in a choppy stock, you might as well give me the money and I'll trade it for you. Or I guess I'll spend it for you. You might as well lose it anyways, right? ECLS seems to be the strongest semiconductor into the setups. So we'll keep it at our studies here. Spunk moving sideways. Slap. That's a nice setup there. We missed it. So semiconductors recovering actually. If you can see, there's 2-day moves in semiconductors. Most of the name that made the big move had been semiconductors, like SLAB, ACLS, now Dowie. Otherwise, a lot of these names are pulling back or gonna consolidate. Not much action as I can see from the scan here. Gonna check some of the EPs here. EP Futu made a huge move, now pulling back. Was one of part of the EP. Here seems to be a very strong stock. Um, here back in 2021, made a huge move, pulled back. Now another pattern uptrend. Uh, it's no setups here so far, but we'll just continue to look um, for opportunities for a here when it arrives. All these EPs are just holding. They haven't been falling, but they're holding strong. Alto is just waiting for the market to recover before it makes another bounce. Just finding the market as well. Shop showing resistance at 38, 37, 38 mark. So it's building up a base. Watch sharp is very tight. It's building a tight base before it pops. So definitely shop here. We'll wait for it to pop. Breaking $37, $38 mark. Set a on alert. So this is why you don't play these big bounce, because you're still in trouble if it pulls back during pre-market. So far, I'm just monitoring some of the stock that made the huge move last week and waiting for them to consolidate and continue to see if there's a trend. We'll make an alert here. Okay, I got nothing for entries. Just watching the watch list here for setups for next week. A lot of volatility this week. Um, didn't expect the strong pull back yesterday. Some of the stocks I had was Tesla. Tesla's still holding at 119.06, but at the same time, uh, volume-wise and the type of the type of actions that done yesterday with Tesla didn't show signs of strength. We'll wait for some opportunities that might be better for us in terms of entries for Tesla. I think the mark yesterday was at 123 on resistant, so we'll set it up as an alert. Nvidia made a huge bounce yesterday, uh, along with other semiconductors names, and then it pulled back heavily yesterday too as well, along with other stocks, and now it's actually in pre-market wise at 154. So it's gonna hit my target uh, for a stop, and it was two of these Tesla and Nvidia was a free entry, but didn't expect that to be a pullback like that. So no profit made here. It's just break even, and we'll wait for the next opportunity. All right, enjoy your day. Take care. Bye.